If you're new to Havoc games, you're probably at level 1. And we treat level 1s as the following. You're probably a complete noob. You know nothing about the game and you need a lot of help. So usually when you end up asking for help, people will just be like, haha, level 1, he's new, short, and he's broke. I'm going to show you how to get a big number next to your name so you don't look like a little noob guy. Because we all know, you don't want to look like a level 1. Nobody wants to be level 1. The difference is tiny number or big number. So for this video, I'm going to be assuming that you at least have the game knowledge of a level 20 or around there. So you're going to slash warp and you can go to Hilltop. This is the main one. This is like the easiest one that most people know about. You go to Hilltop. As soon as you spawn in, get out of this little farm. Nobody wants to be in here. You want to go out here. And then once you're out here, there's that field over there. I guess, I'm not very good at getting around things. But anyways, this field out here. And what you're going to do is you're going to just build a little mob farm. Now, most people are like, oh, I've seen those mob farms. This is the huge expanse of like blocks. They're all placed around. This is the easiest mob farm to make. It's what I do all the time. So all you need is technically you only need 2 barricades. See, we're going to do an advanced duping glitch. It's called, there's your mob farm. That's it. You can also do this. That way you can get up on top of it. But yeah, that's the basic one, which is where you just sit here and you wait for zombies to come to you. Next on the list is something most people do not actually know about. And this is Bellport Harbor. Bellport Harbor has a lot of zombie spawns, and it also has bandits, which means you can get XP from that and the zombie spawns. It's better with more people. Me and my friends used to go over to Bellport, and what we would do is we'd get like 3 people, and then we'd build a little farm. And what would happen is it would crash our games because of how many zombies were spawning. So to get to Bellport Harbor, all you do is you head south from Mallow Bridge SZ. So if you do /SZ, it's the second one right there. Also, side note, if you don't know which way south is, just take a map and you can look in any direction and it will tell you if you're facing north, west, south, or east. Once you see this fence here, start heading towards the left. There's an opening that we can easily get through and then we don't have to try and climb over the fence. We go through this opening and just go straight along this side. This area right here is where I usually build my mob farm. So what I'll do is I'll just pillar up 2 blocks and I'll place the blocks on the side so that I can get up on top of this again. Usually you don't want to be wearing a whisper mask, which I currently have equipped just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like fighting zombies all day to try and record this video. Now, obviously, this is better if you have more people, so I would recommend getting 3 people, building a little box that zombies cannot get into, and then just sitting up there with miniguns, and then just kill everything in sight. Now, also, you don't need to be in a specific area just to make an XP farm. You can basically go anywhere. You could go this field outside of Burke's. It's very flat and it's open. It's a really good spot if you have like 3 or 4 people. Just build a little box, and a bunch of zombies will eventually start spawning. This area over here only has regular zombies though, so you won't have the chance for bandits or brutes. It's better for early game and not really for late game. So if you want to grind XP, right here's a good spot. Of course, it's not the best spot. It's good if you have multiple people. One of my personal favorite spots to get XP is Hartsfield. Although it's not the best, it is pretty good, and I used to farm here all the time, up until I was about level 50. So you can find Hartsfield listed here. It's right about F7 and G7. So just head down to F7 or track it on your compass. It's on the first page, and it is it's right here. So it's the second one over from the bottom right. Now, the good thing about Hartsfield is that there's a lot of players usually looting, like that one down there, and they'll gather hordes up at the top of the surface, which will be like looking like this. It's very good for if you want a lot of XP, if you want to come here, and there's a lot of people online, because now you can get all of those and all of these. And there's like basically a billion different spots. You can pillar over there, you can sit on that car, you can sit on this car. I prefer this car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start killing these, because, I want XP too. The only downside to farming Hartsfield is that there's a lot of military armor zombies, and they take a long time to kill. The best place to farm for XP is up in A1 or A2. It's the very top left corner of the map, where you'll find a tier 4 loot zone, and it spawns tons of zombies and tons of bandits. It's probably the best one that I found by far, and it's just the most effective. although I didn't find it. Shout out to Prox for finding that one. He did a really good job playing the game for way too long. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that I did a power plant route for beginners. Now, one thing you can do is you can go to power plant and you can track the nearest extraction point. It's the same area as the XP farm. So if you're a beginner and you just started, what you can do is you can pair that. You can loop power plant, then you can track the extraction point and go all the way over to the field right outside the hospital. You can then farm for XP there until you get to whatever level that you want. The best way to get here, I would recommend slash warping to Woodbury and then heading north and west. That'll get you up here a lot faster, and it'll make it way easier than trying to track it and figure out, because there is no point on the map or in the compass where you can track it. I've tried to find it. One of my friends wanted it, and he said, do you have the track point or whatever for that XP farm? And I was like, I do not. I don't know how to find it. It seems that there's already an XP farm up here. So this right here is what an XP farm usually looks like. It's pretty stacked out one. This is usually not what you would build if you're new and starting out. Alright, now if you don't know this already, take your whisperer masks off when farming. It's respectful to the other people, and it's also very, very good for farming. The zombies will come to you, and you don't need to have someone go out and bait. Just please don't wear your whisperer mask while farming. No, nobody wants you to do that. If you do that, it's not going to be a very good idea. It's not going to look good on you. The main thing that's really good about this spot is that it spawns bandits, brutes, and zombies, all of which drop a lot of XP. The zombies are tier 4, so they do have about 40 health, but they will drop a lot more XP. And the bandits, I think they drop about 100 each, so that's also, like, really good. I would, like, definitely kill those if you see them. Make sure you have, like, a 50 cal and a deagle to long range them. Now that's about everything I could say about XP farms. Some people may be like, oh, but you skipped a few. You missed like one in Atlanta or one in Artsfield. I mean, one in Bell. I don't know. I got most of the big ones. So that's really all the ones that I've used personally. That doesn't mean like there are others that are better or worse or that I've missed. It just means I didn't cover them because I don't use them. These are the only ones that like I actually used. So if you have any other video ideas for me, you want to comment something that you want me to cover later in a short or video, something about Havoc that you have a question about, or something that a lot of people have a question about, let me know in the comments, and then I will read the comments, and I'll decide if that needs to be covered, or if I can just tell people every time they join. Anyways, that would be all for today, and you can subscribe if you want, I guess. Like, comment the video ideas, please. I actually need those because I'm running out of ideas. My next video ideas for beginners. It's the 5 things you must know. The trade menu's on there. You'd be surprised how many people don't know about the trade menu. Anyways, happy farming. Good luck getting that big number next to your name. Don't stay small. And peace.